Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are live from the Too Far Speedway, and how far is too far? Tulsa! We are here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. My name is Chip Chapman here at IRM Racing. We are going racing in our fourth race of the Diddler Cup Racing Series, race number 4 out of 20 of our season. It is the We Put a Bat in Everybody's Car 500.
Why do we call it the We Put a Bat in Everybody's Car 500?
Well, I'm very glad you asked, Lightning Lord Shivers, my second in command in the commentary booth, because we put a bat in everybody's dang car.
Oh my goodness gracious! Woo!
We got Beaumont Jenkins joining us for the festivities, because how he gonna miss putting a bat in everybody's car?
Chip, I gotta tell you, I'm so goddamn excited right now. I put a bat in my apartment right now. Woo! Hey, come over here.
I feel really bad for the family.
Introduce
I have to
yourself.
deal with that.
My name's Bruce. My parents are dead. See, oh wait, he's such a charmer. Chip, hey, you should see his belt sometimes. This is a lot better than my goddamn work belt I use for contractor jobs. But hey, tell him about it. Woo!
He got himself an actual talking bat.
That's a talking bat. That's like Casey at the bat.
Well, I'm going to tell you folks watching us right now, here at Tulsa, we are here live at Tulsa. We got BD Joseph on the pole. You can see him already waiting on the track to get ready.
And he's going to make some crazy money from the front row of the field.
I think it's just due to the fact that we broke into last race, that Daytona 500. That's probably the reason why the government's put him in the first place.
Maybe so. I got to say right now, seems like a good track to go ahead and crack one open. So hold on. There you go. Crack that sun gun open.
I love the way you're thinking. I got to tell you, I got a Kiss Destroyer Cola waiting in there in the fridge. But you know what? If you're trying to crack one open, I'll pop one open too.
Well, I think it is a good time. We're going racing for 40 laps. And I got to tell you, there is a great track. I'm going to find out the length of this track for you in just a second.
Oh, it's fun. I tell you, they spent about a good 6 months putting this together. They didn't test to see whether it had any structural integrity or not. Hell, they may even fall through this thing.
Little under 2 miles, this track, but I got to tell you, it is an adventure. As you can see where they are starting, there is absolutely a hump. There is a hump that they are starting on. I don't know what y'all saw on the screen, but I had to go and check. And there is a 1.92 mile racetrack. So I guess we can call it a super speedway, but they're not really going to be hitting those kind of speeds. But let me tell you, they're going to be hitting speeds on those humps. Believe you me, I think it might be time to talk about our pole sitter. And let's go through the starting grid before we get to the, or should we start with the prayer?
Get with the grid.
We'll go with the grid first. All right, we're going to start off with how they are lining up. You can see there is the up-to-date point standings at the bottom of the screen. We're going to start things off and tell you about the starting grid. And there you see it, B.D. Joseph and Jasper Cudisark. Cudisark dropping down to 15th place in the point standing after having a really rough race last time. Ennio Sparini and Cotton Stuffbody on row 2. Cotton Stuffbody and that taxidermy wow. Ford Pinto, Blind Bob McGee, and Jimmy Poots on row 3. Jimmy Poots sitting in 9th in the point standings. Rusty Arcana, the number 12 car on row 4. Jean-Paul Henry, who sits in 6th in that number 40 Ludger Beer Bombs Chevy Prism. Woo-Bah Bale on row 5 with Morris Mayfield. Morris Mayfield sitting in 4th. Woo-Bah Bale in 12th. Richard Blood and Joe John Winchester on row 6. Richard Blood sitting in 5th place on the points. Elmer Twist in that number 99 Slap Mart car, that Pontiac Bonneville, along with Reverend Pastor Chavez in the number 33 Crash Punch car. Paul Alcohol in row 8 with Kevin Boner Pillman. Probably the best qualifying effort really from Kevin Boner Pillman at the moment. Jeff Shanice and Paul Walker. Jeff Shanice in 7th place. Paul Walker in 11th. They're both on row 9. Otto Bond in that 69 car.
Nice.
He is in second place in the points, along with Boo and Jessup, our last time winner, in third place. So second and third on row 10, El Matador, Toto Rosanna, and Stump and Lane on row 11. Jim Blossoms and Giacomo on row 12. Kiss Car again, trouble qualifying. Mr. Naga's Most Glorious Driver in number 10 car on row 13, along with Big Daddy Thibodeau in that number 62 Sinead car. Burt McKitchen on row 14, along with Harrigan, who we understand ate his bat, so he has been provided with another one. Look, you can deal with the bats how you want, but not until the race starts. Jeff Gordon, the horse, really bad qualifying effort for the horse, along with Fat Darrell in the second to last row, and Ricky Walton and Joey Rochester. There we see Joey Rochester. More problems for Rochester after a bad finish last week. He is currently sitting dead last in qualifying to see if he can make up some ground. And I think as we are getting closer to race time, I think it is time that we all give thanks and go to our prayer. Delivering our prayer today, our pre-race prayer, is in fact Pastor Ricardo Reencarnacion of the Greek Unorthodox Parish.
Hey, he's going to do that from the middle of the starting grid?
Absolutely.
Oh, no, wait, you were thinking of somebody else. My bad, my mistake.
I'm thinking of Reverend
Let's hear the prayer. Let's hear some goddamn worship.
Let us pray. Lord, we thank you for the King of Canada, the Canada Donuts, and the Dunkin', and to drink some Dunkin' Dance, because America run no dun-dun. Lord, may you give us a six-pack of the nuggets from Wheaties with your old-fashioned Hargus Burgers right next to the Pumpkin Kirk. Have it in a way. Lord, may you bless the entire walls of all of this stuff at the Apple Bubbles. Sorry.
Lord works him. He's got a demon, it seems. We got to exorcise the demon out of him.
I'm working on it, Alfred.
Lord, give us your Bappy Meal from McDonald's. I like the ATM. And DLT with your puppy, eat reef, and tinkle lots of the bacon at your taco baco. Lord, get your in an old boob good and a nice toasty root beer at A&A. Then let us pray.
Man. Beautiful, beautiful. And I think now we should go to those pretty dang close to famous. Actually, let's go ahead and talk about this field right now. We're looking at, let's pull up the you can see right there. There we have our qualifying Lightning Lloyd, who are you liking in this race? I mean, we got a lot. It's kind of a wide open field, and this track is unforgiving and it is unpredictable.
Absolutely, and I feel like it's going to be about who necessarily. It's not about necessarily going the fastest around the track, because if you go too fast, I mean, you got a bunch of boys who don't want to lift for nothing, but they don't have to. Otherwise, they're going to soar up 100 feet in the air and die. Which you gotta make for good television, but it'll be bad for their championship hopes. Let me tell you that.
You got a good point there, Lightning. Because this track here was designed by some 8-year-old who got a little crazy at the Excitebike create a track creator. That's why all those engines are burning out in those primary races.
Man, I was more of a wave race kind of guy myself.
I was more of a top run kind of guy.
No doubt about that. Now we gotta have that woman who screamed something that will get us sued. Thrown out of this place. I don't like to have to do that, but it seems that we have somebody who likes to fool around. So, why don't we go to not quite those famous words in motorsports, the words that are not quite famous, but close enough that we get the idea. You want to go ahead and get with that.
Howdy. Y'all start 'em up, and let's go racing.
I think that's good. I think we cleared the copyright. I'm looking at my producer. I think we're good. And as you can see, we are going. We've got them taken to it. We got the helicopter. following these. We got drone cam. And we got a good look at
man,
that.
you're already seeing the cars moving around. They're trying to navigate that bat. That bat just barely woke up.
Oh yeah, so I believe we need to clarify. These are not like baseball bats, like the kind that Chipper and Andrew Jones used to swing around all around the
you alive bats.
No
Absolutely.
doubt, these are very serious.
We outsource these
Pace
bats.
car is off.
Oh,
Strap
boy.
something on. And goddamn, let's go Diddle. It's a goddamn auto race. And you see Jasper Cuttisark going right for the front.
He is smoking his bat right now.
And they are heading for the hump. Let's take a look at what's going to happen here. Heading for the hump. Look at him fly. Look at him cars fly.
Oh my God.
My
God. Fuck.
And they are moving all over the place. Edio Sparina taking the lead. But it's a long course.
Oh my God. I'll tell you what.
I swear the bats assisting in that fly. Holy shit, this is amazing.
They're flying all over the place and the suspension ain't giving out. My God.
Getting those air. Look at him getting that air.
I just came and shit myself at the same time.
Yo, Rick Hendrick, your engineers ain't got shit on the boys of South Tucson.
Woo!
And these boys, man, they are not handling those bats in the car very well. They don't know how to use them brakes over them humps. But nonetheless, Jasper Cuttisark leads the first lap in that 25 car for 5 bonus points. And let's see them go over here. They're heading over there again. Let's see if they make any better. Look at him go! Look at him fly!
Oh, this ain't ever gonna get old. It's probably gonna get old, but it ain't gonna be for a while.
And it looks like we got a car that's pretty far behind. Richard Blood seems to be having some issues. Maybe he got himself a bit of an issue.
Yeah, he's falling behind. Kevin Boner Pillman is with him. Looks like I'm trying to check and see if that car's picked up any suspension damage on the back there.
No doubt, might have been the case.
That's where you have a case of blood in your stool.
Absolutely, this race is gonna be hell on your tailbone and your
Stumpy Lane making some headway, hard landing. These cars, I gotta make it clear, these cars are absolutely not able to hand these really tough landings.
They are put together with the finest pieces of duct tape you'll find in the Tri-County area.
But you know what? They don't care. They do not care. We got some cars
it's
on
all
pit
for
lane
love
already.
of sport here.
And there they go through the air again. Let's take a look at Edio Sparini.
Woo-hoo! Lord, look at them catch that air.
And Morris Mayfield moving his way into 3rd place, perhaps 4th place right now. Jasper Cuttis.
Also note, I think the Joey Rochester car was on the pit lane there, so I don't know if you would check on that there.
Let's go ahead and see
Joey Rochester.
Rochester.
Burned corpse of Glenn Fireball Roberts can eat your goddamn heart out. These guys got grit.
Yeah, Joey Rochester already down a lap, may have taken a bad spill. Not sure. Remember, no yellow flags, because, you know, yellow flags are for some cowards. Absolutely. We're going to go back to our leader.
They're just going to slow things down here. You stop with a bat in your car, you're going to get dead.
That is absolutely true, and you can see a big gap between number 9, Wubawala, and number 10, Stumpin' Lane. Not handling these jumps very well. Let's keep an eye on the leader. It may just be a matter of, can the leader hold it together, or is he going to flub it?
Can his car hold it together? That's a big question.
Or will the car hold it together?
Oh my goodness, I tell you what, give credit to these boys. I tell you what, they probably suffered about 2 or 3 internal injuries just in these first 4 laps, and that's just on the impact from the smaller jumps.
No doubt, and of course, if they actually hit the wall, we have that unsafer barrier.
I don't even think we got any barriers at this point. I mean, you look this track, my goodness, there's so many places.
How's it going to happen? Is the bat going to, like, pick up the car and bring it out of there?
Well, perhaps Jasper Cuttisark has actually found a way to work with the bat. I mean, that might be the best strategy. You got to convince that bat. Blind Baba Gee, you can see on pit row. I mean, what do you expect? He's a blind man driving this.
You got to subdue that bat before you get any further in anything.
And there you see going through the air.
You just gotta grab that bat by the neck. Whoa!
Drop that nose down. Cuttisark getting a little crazy on those
He's doing
jumps.
tricks. He's doing tricks.
He's got to watch it. He
Yeah.
doesn't want to take a nosedive and flip this car. We've seen that before. And Ennio Sparini right on his tail, looking to make the pass. There's Sparini. Let's
Oh my
keep an eye
goodness!
on
I tell
both
you
here
what,
as they go over the hump.
boys looking like a prime Travis Pastrana.
Sometimes it's just a matter of who takes that hump better, and that was Cuttisark. Cuttisark seems to be handling these jumps a little bit better than Sparini.
It's all dependent on who's going to take the Joker.
I'm gonna take the Joker.
Damn it. You guys, I better corral my bat before we start any more commentary.
We got somebody asking how a bat and a horse are handling a car together. Let's go ahead and see, because currently they sit
I
in
think Jeff Gordon the horse is scared shitless.
up
That
to 12th,
horse-
but he has been scared to the level of speed up to 12th place, 18
Yeah, he's
seconds
moving
behind the
up.
leader.
He's moving up. Come on, buddy.
But
It's
what
like
you
he's
can
on an island and he's seeing reflections of himself and he's like, holy shit, there's another horse in the water.
This is absolutely an attrition race.
Maybe
can
there's
see-
a horse in the water.
Look at those times as you go down through the field. 18 seconds behind is good for 12th place. You got to hold on to it because you got 3 seconds on the next car down, which is Giacomo.
Now listen.
Let's take a look at Giacomo. In that KISS number 4 car, telling people that the War Machine is in 13th place. Let's see how he takes that hill. Nice air there. Good landing. 7 laps in, Jasper Cuttisark continues to lead this race.
I gotta tell you, Giacomo was made for loving you.
And I think next time we hit the big hump, I think we're gonna freeze our camera on the hump and just take a beautiful look as these cars send themselves flying to certain doom or uncertain doom.
You know, you tell those Bruce big boys from the 80s with their little hatchbacks with the turbochargers and all them that they ain't got shit on us.
This thing's got more suspensions than Dennis Rodman.
No doubt there. Let's get back to Jasper Cuttisark. I think we missed the big hump there.
Oh, that's
We went to the wrong. I think I went to the wrong. I went to
that
the
is
wrong
my-
one. That's
Whoa!
me.
Whoa, that is my new Christmas card. I tell you what. Greetings from the hump.
Absolutely. I need to send it to my wife. Well, if I had one.
And there we go, seeing cars just going flying.
Goodness gracious. I tell you what, they're just landing them to perfection. I was
certainly
going to be
are.
worried. I see smoke up in the distance.
Uh-oh.
I'm not sure where that is, but we can take a look at it.
Did somebody fuck it up? Somebody's bound to fuck it up at some point.
See, a couple people who are down a couple of laps, maybe we can look at them early on and figure it out. But 8 laps in, and look at that Jimmy Poots car, the Filthy Boys car, that number 90. That number 90 Dodge Stratus sitting in 6th place, and there's a nice little pack of cars that he's rolling with, including the number 40. And it looks like Ennio Sparini has taken the lead.
All right, first pass for the lead. It's been tucked over, take on merit the traditional way. But what we're seeing here is we're seeing some guys have to get creative, and they have to take advantage of mistakes. That's what they got to do.
Oh, he good.
I think Sparini's just hit that pre-race prayer inspired him. He's got some salvation on him.
No doubt, salvation, that wall-to-wall salve. Dodge Stratus looking pretty good, and he's getting, and you can see it. Sometimes it's just a matter. You saw Jasper Cuttisark didn't come over that hump too well, and it gave Ennio Sparini a little more chance. Let's see how he manages this hump. Nice and
folks,
smooth. That's a good
remember,
landing.
folks, if you need an ointment cream or solvent, you better call Sal, wall-to-wall Sal.
Speaking
Don't
of
be-
smooth, Jasper Cuttisark, I tell you, he goes down pretty smooth too. I mean,
Absolutely. Smoother than the duet of Carlos and Rob Thomas.
that guy is vaping his bat right now.
How do
My
you vape
understanding-
a bat?
And we're going to cut over to the Blind Bob McGee car, which is sitting in the pits. We understand that his pit crew decided, or his entire racing team decided this track was too dangerous. So what they're doing is they're just making really loud racing noises. They're just going and making him think that he's driving it.
No, I don't know if that bat did any serious damage. He just couldn't handle the bat.
I think Bob McGee's going to realize that they're just parking his car just to fuck with him because he's got a pretty good butt feeling. If you don't have a good butt feel, you are not going to succeed in the Diddler Cup Racing Series.
It's all about the butt feel, no doubt, but Ennio Sparini opened up a 1-second lead on Jasper Kudisark. It might just be who makes the mistake.
Hey, here's the big story. Morris Mayfield's up in 4th place now.
That he is. Let's take a look at that. There you see, there's our battle for 2nd now. I was going to say this is a battle for 3rd. Jean-Paul Henry has caught up to Jasper Kudisark.
Oh,
and
now
Morris
we're gonna
Mayfield is there.
Oh, my goodness. I tell you what. Excuse me. Ooh, man, that rum and coke went down hard.
And we're seeing a lot of cars starting to go a lap
Diddler
down.
Cup Racing. Diddler Cup Racing. Once you think you have it, you don't.
But right now, Ennio Sparini staying in 1st. Lap 11 of 40. We are a quarter of the way through this race. And
I tell you what, this is the most exciting vehicular action you will see all weekend. Forget about some dumb car chase movie with that kid from The Fault with the Stars.
It's his fault the stars sucked.
Well, the fault ain't in our stars. The fault is in the Diddler Cup. And whoever decided to put a bat in everybody's car. Morris Mayfield is handling that bat pretty well. Looking to go up to 3rd, but that is a big pack of cars right behind him. I thought we were going to see those leads.
The bat is existing in his universe, you know? There's
I
no
just
bat
don't
in
think he cares.
There's no bat in there.
He just don't care. You're absolutely right.
He just don't care that there's a bat in there.
This bat is meaningless, its existing is meaningless, and so is his. If you talk to him and the rest of his Nihilist Arby's crew.
And there is Nihilist Arby's number 00, Morris Mayfield, getting very close to Jasper Kudisark, who has cut the lead on the leader, Ennio Sparini, by under a second. But I would not be surprised if you're going to see some of these cars sitting in about 3 through 8, kind of biding their time, hoping that one of these cars in the lead screws up and you can take a lead like that. You can take a hard landing like Jasper Kudisark did, and Morris Mayfield tried to get a run on him into the turn. That's the thing. There's that quick, tight turn right after the big jump, and you can just stay on that bumper like Mayfield is doing, like Kudisark is doing, right on the bumper of the lead car. Look at this going on now. We got a battle for 1st.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Morris Mayfield was bound to succeed in a race like this because, you know, he grew up racing in Australia, and I heard in the races there, they didn't just put a bat in the car, they put a whole wild dingo with rabies in it that was ready to just gnaw on anything that moved.
It's Australia, so I'm likely to believe that. And look at that, Ennio Sparini and Jasper Kudisark going side by side. Kudisark trying to make the pass.
I should also note all those races were with Subarus. They were rally racing
look
too.
at
It was
Mayfield
fine the
getting
entire
loose.
time. Oh, contact!
Oh!
Mayfield got loose, saved it. He just kind of slid left across that track.
I think he bumped into South Boy up there.
And look, we get a little contact between the 25 and the 28.
And we're starting to see the track really start to improve, and you're starting to see multiple lines around the racetrack, so every corner is a possible passing opportunity.
At this point, you gotta think like a bat, and you gotta see like a bat. You gotta touch like a bat.
I understand at least some of the Pontiac cars have instructed that their drivers to flat out blindfold the drivers to help them see like a bat, and by doing that with antenna. Oh, good God! Eddie,
oh my God!
Jesus! Oh no!
He somehow held on to it.
God!
How in the hell did he do that?
That's incredible! Oh my God!
Sebastian Loeb, you ain't shit!
But what it did... Now what I think happened is the bat may have flew right in front of his face the minute he hit that spot. Let's see, Morris Mayfield taking the lead. Oh God, Morris Mayfield!
Here he comes, the 00.
He was off the track. Look at him, he's off the track.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
the track is
Holy-
unforgiving.
Holy fucking shit! He's dead. He's got to be dead at this
Oh
point.
God! Oh God! Oh my goodness!
Let's see what Sparini and Cudisar can do on the jump. Look at all those cars in the back behind him. Cudisar, Cudisar almost gets in the back of Sparini, who nosedives again.
That barbecue sauce is spilling out of there. Oh my God!
Now we got Joe John Winchester and Jean-Paul Henry.
The more important question is the back okay?
It's the new chicken, so it has to be okay.
So we got Cudisar and Sparini continuing to battle for this lead. That is a several lap down car. That is Blind Bob McGee's Molested Pig barbecue car. That Chevy Prism, that is not
They got,
a
him
lead
back
lap.
they got him back in this one. He's got the butt feel back of the car, but he's a couple laps down at this point. Now, I want you to pay attention because in this lead pack of cars, we got Joe John Winchester and we got John Paul Henry, and they are less than a second together, first 2 fourths.
And we got Cotton Stuff Body making a bit of a run too. Maybe with Woo Ba Bala and Jimmy Poots. That is your top 7 before there is a big gap between 7th and 8th.
Bala's moved up to 6th. Woo Bala's moved up to 6th place.
He's making his angle now. Everyone's killing themselves. Everyone's all attempting to mourn the loss of Morris Mayfield, except for his pit crew, and that's when Woo Ba makes his move.
Absolutely.
All right. I've just been handed a statement from the double zero Diamond Starbucks crew. It reads, well, he fell off the track, shut up the car, because he knows it's useless to race. We'll all die someday. Eat Arby's.
That's poetic.
I don't think he's coming back.
Oh,
Maybe this Sunday for the maybe this Sunday afternoon for the
He'll be
the,
fine. He'll
the-
drive in
the
a bobcat
Africa-
if he has to. There's a championship on the line.
absolutely. And
steal
Morris
the drive
Mayfield
off.
just lost a lot of valuable points by wrecking. I don't think he's gonna care.
I don't think he cares much. I don't think he cares much about his well-being or anything else for that matter.
And the interesting thing, and here's what you're saying to see how the track gets faster and faster, these big jumps, you don't land this jump well, there is a quick turn right out of it. You can land the jump better than somebody you've been tailing, and you can make that pass right into, use that momentum. And if they make a bad jump, you can get past them and they can slow down. That was right there. We saw that a lot of times. Right
Jimmy
now, it looks
Poots
like
is dropped
Sparini-
back off the lead pack. Jimmy Poots is off that lead pack now, so it's just 6 cars now. Bolly's moved up to 5th. John Paul Henry slipped back to 6th. Cotton Stuck Body is up to 4th.
We're going to have to find out what happened to Jimmy Poots at around lap 17.
Seeing some impressive performances here. Stuppa Lane in 7th. Jeff Gordon, the horse in 8th. Beatty Joseph, he slid back down to 9th, but I'll tell you what he's going to enjoy. He's going to enjoy that $15 gift card from Parts Unknown's Unknown Auto Parts for winning the pole position.
Stumpy Lane was down in the lower like 5 of the race early
I
on.
tell you
The
what,
fact that
cream
Stumpy
of the
Lane has
crop,
made
right?
his way all the way up is impressive.
I'm just saying, cream of the crop rises to the top, and also the same can be said with pond scum too.
Soda floating bodies, I mean, hell.
We're seeing a bit of a gap here as we're passing some lap traffic. That is Jimmy Poots already a lap down. He was in the lead pack, and we must have missed something. I'm gonna write that down. Lap 17.
Got you
right.
covered there, Chip.
Number 9 car to find out what happened there.
Absolutely. And of course, before we get too far, we'd like to remind you that Beepus is the official fuel of the Diddler Cup Racing Series. So if you need to get away from the cops with a pound of peyote in the back seat of the car, just fill up with a 93 octane splash of Beepus. Beepus.
Beepus.
Gets more jump on your bump. At least what my dermatologist told me.
Marino navigating that jump a lot better. I think it's about time to take a look at Woo Ba Bala, see how he's doing in this pack.
I think that's a great idea, shithead.
He is keeping close eye on Cotton Stuff Body. That number 17 taxidermy wow. Ford Pinto. Woo Ba Bala running the Pontiac.
There he is,
Bonneville.
just using those inseminator tactics, and it don't matter how many humps and jumps there are on the course. It's
Out there. Oh, he might get a run on Cotton Stuff Body, who landed that pretty poorly. But no, he gave it a look. He gave it a little look-see. He almost got the pass. He's trying to go side by side. I think maybe going side by side into the jump is dangerous for both. But Woo Ba Bala, he don't care.
He don't care one bit. Tell him, Bobo.
That man has no fear. He checked that. He cashed in all of his fear like he did his life insurance policy at age 23. No fear.
Absolutely, he's like a spark plug shooting through the field.
Let's take a look at Stumpin' Lane in that number 9 Gumboo's car. That Gumboo's, which of course Gumboo's is a day's worth of drinking compressed into a single chewable stick of gum. Gumboo's taste the alcoholism. They of course are sponsoring our all-star race, the Gumboo's Pointless Rextravaganza. It's going to be happening between race number 12 and number 13.
You thought it was
season.
one hot night when they put a bunch of light bulbs down there in Charlotte? Oh, you ain't seen shit yet.
I heard they took all the blow pipes and made them hot blows.
I heard they took a bunch of blow pens and that's what they're going to use to paint the cars. And then I heard they huffed the blow pens.
And something happened to Jasper Cudisar.
Jasper Cudisar is hit trouble. He slid out of the lead. My God.
Looks like he might be off the track. He is on pit road.
Oh
We're
my
gonna have to
goodness.
find out what is happening there. Lap 21.
I think the suspension just gave out, but there's a couple of cars pitting there. Burt McKitchen, Joey Rochester, those cars are laps down.
Yeah, those cars are just trying to race for points at this point.
Springs, I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
And who that benefits the most is this man, Joe John Winchester and Cotton Stuff Bite. Oh, Joe John Winchester just almost nosedived.
Oh goodness! And I'm gonna tell you what, Joe
Halfway
John
through the race.
Winchester. I mean, he's looking to try and just salvage some dignity for his family because
And
you know
he's
his
gonna be
father,
good.
John Joe Winchester, hasn't had a good run in that fighting thing lately. But if John Joe, if he could get a good finish here, oh, he's pitting. Never mind.
Now, I don't exactly know what the pit window is.
In fourth place.
Wubala in third place. Cotton Stuff Bite in second. Look at Cotton Stuff Bite go. Big hard landing by Cotton Stuff Bite, but he don't care. Taxidermy, wow. He is a very happy sponsor to see Cotton Stuff Bite doing so well. And he is keeping a close eye.
He's coming for you. I don't care if he's already taxidermized that bat inside of his car. He's coming for you. Woo Bye Bye's got the bat with him, and he's already making phone calls with it.
And that's a matter, it's just a matter who can navigate that bat in the car the best. Cotton Stuff Body, Woo Ba Bala, Jean-Paul Henry, Joe John Winchester, Ennio Sparini. Those are probably your best drivers at the moment. But again, we've been seeing these cars drop off that lead pack. 9 cars at one point, down to 5. The track is doing damage. And it's just a matter of who will survive this track.
Hey, Chip, you forgot to mention who the race is presented by here.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is, of course, the We Put a Bat in Everybody's Car 500. Brought to you by VamPersonals.com. It is a vampire dating service. It's love at first bite at VamPersonals. Did I miss any other slogans?
Well, there's not much there. I mean, and then sometimes you get that weird, oddly shaped goth girl who's got like the weird glue-on teeth, but she's got like 3 in there. And then you get regular vampires.
If you're a vampire or even a
vampire. 3 teeth is just 3 teeth too many if you're trying to get a quickie down there at the Huddle House parking lot. That's all I'm saying, man.
Go with the Huddle House. I appreciate that. And
Man,
look at those cars fly. Cotton Stuff Body. Landing
God bless
very
America.
nicely.
You can take all your other forms of motorsport, you can shove them right where the sun don't shine, pull it back out and shove it back up there again further, then ask a doctor to come extract it from your rectum, and then just throw that sucker in the fucking trash.
I gotta tell you, Woo Bob Holland's gonna need to take out and build a deer workshop up ahead of him.
He's gonna have to. Now, Latin and Lloyd, you are a short track specialist, but you seem to be really enjoying this. I mean, this is hardly a short track. This is 1.9 and change miles, just under 2 miles long. But
of course, I got a lot of respect for what these drivers are doing out there. I mean, I wasn't much for turning right or taking jumps or not drinking and driving while I was racing competitively, or not huffing heroin when I was racing competitively, or not snorting cocaine off the dashboard before every qualifying run. But I'll tell you what, these boys are putting on a hell of a show out there. Look at that, Ennio Sparini going out to the front of the field again.
A very interesting thing you notice on that last jump, he did not get a lot of air. Is the car starting to have issues? Oh, no. This is going to make me really sad. This is going to make me really sad. Oh, no.
Rain delay! Rain delay!
We do have a rain delay. I don't... Oh, hell.
Rain delay!
Crap. What do I do?
Well,
do we just freeze the field?
We go to the contingency plan.
Y'all got the backups out there?
All right. So here's my idea. All right. But shit.
What's that?
Thing crashed, didn't it?
It did.
All right. We do a two-parter. Can you do a 20-lap race?
I can try to. I mean, everything's gonna be different with the qualifying, but we can try it.
All right. So while we do this, we'll do like, how about we make it like a 75-25, right?
Yeah.
So we do like Sparini wins the first heat.
Okay, I can make this work.
And then whoever, so this is like a heat 1, heat 2. So freeze the list. Woo Bob Holly's third.
Okay, so here's how it's gonna work. I'm gonna go ahead and jot down the results, and figure out how to do this. The problem is I can't actually click below the other that, so we're gonna have to figure that out. But whatever.
Got you covered. You got Beaumont Jenkins. He's got you covered.
Okay, 28, 17, 103, 40, 9, 8, 21, 11. I really should have.
Bingo! Bingo! I got bingo! Woo! Bingo!
22, 33, 35. Hut hike. Hell, I really wish this didn't happen. I'm kind of disappointed about this actually.
Major. Oh shit. That ain't it.
47, 25.
That's it. All right.
66.
Check the main. Check the main. I got it.
Omaha!
99, 12, 4, 32, 69.
Nice.
15, 38, 87. I have no idea who is missing. The 44, the 32. No, 32's there. Who are we missing? The 20, the 44. Okay.
Brian.
Who, yeah.
I got a great idea.
What's your idea?
All right. So you redo the part of the second part of the race, right? So you do like the 20-lap race.
Okay.
And then we have a shootout for the winner. So it's Sparini versus whoever wins the second heat.
Oh, hell.
We got to have an official winner. None of this tie bullshit.
I don't know what to... Yeah, I'm going to have to figure
Do
this
it.
out. Let me see. I want to see who I'm missing here.
Mr. Naga's most glorious... No, wait,
60,
no, he's on there.
60, 44, 20, and I'm missing one other car. If you might be able to help us with that, you might be... If you can help us identify the fourth car that's in the bottom four, you might be...
If you've got your Diddler, you might be a redneck.
No, double zeros there. We're all seeing it. 1749. 49! That's what it is. Joey Rochester. All right, so if I recall, Blind Bob McGee was last. Joey Rochester was there before that. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna average out the finishing spots.
All right.
I'll do some mathematicos, and we're gonna have a winner of this race. The race we are under red flag due to
Rain delay.
Rain delay. Yeah, sure. We're doing rain delay. Like
Yeah,
rain
right
would
now.
stop us.
Yeah, Ennio Sparini, of course, he's kind of watching on there anxiously thinking, man, I think I won this race.
So 60, 49, 44, and 20, right?
Nice.
There we go. Those are the four. Those are the four we're missing. I want to just make sure. Yep, we're good. All right, I got to do this again. God damn it, I'm so mad about that. It makes me really sad.
Hey, shit happens, man. Shit, you just got to roll with it.
Yep.
Get slide with it. Just got to roll with it.
All right, let's open this back up. Come on, open up. Why aren't you opening? Oh, God damn it.
It's the feds. It's the feds. Feds are on us for Daytona.
I'd like to point out, someone pointed out in our Discord that anyone else find it odd that there is a pre-race prayer after which the Lord's name is taken immediately in vain.
Shit.
You goddamn right. Come on.
That's just how we do it here in the Diddler Cup.
God damn it. All right. Well, we're not going to see the Rex now, unfortunately. That happened either. Fucking hell.
Well, we got the one from Morris Mayfield.
We did get that.
But the good part is in that rain delay is that a lot of these bats now they're getting to know their bats. They're getting to ask them about their past. So I think a lot of them could actually be back on the racetrack here for the second heat.
We can go 10 laps. We can go 50, we can go 20 laps or 10 laps.
How about 20?
Let's go 20.
How about 10?
All right.
How about 10? We get a
no,
shorter
20,
race,
20.
higher stakes.
Actually, that's the thing. 10 laps because we had a delay. We got to shorten the race.
All right, 10 laps it is.
All right, 10 laps.
So we're still doing the outrun for the who's the race winner?
I mean, we could try that. Why not?
Do you need another
10-lap
pre-run?
shootout. Why not? For the
Drivers,
official winner,
to your cars.
absolutely. It will be Ennio Sparini and the winner of this race, which right now is going to be
10-lap shootout.
This is the finale of the race. We're going to jot down this. We're going to do some maths. And as we see, they are taking them out there. Jim Blossoms, Jean-Paul Henry, Joey Rochester, Otto Bond sitting on the pole, which is completely random. And they are driving very close together.
They've asked me again to do another prayer to restart the race. Lord, may you take a lot of the pickle and your spuppet, Ephraim, and your
Pace car's off. And please don't crash, game. Let's go, Diddler. It's a goddamn auto race.
It's another goddamn auto race!
It's a doubler! Woo!
Well, tell me, do you think it'd be all right if Jim Blossom's led the first corner tonight?
And let's see what happens as they hit the hump. There he goes. Look at him flying.
Get that hump action going.
And so far, it looks like everybody hit that hump pretty darn well. Head back to Jim Blossoms leading this race. Not yet, though. It's not an official lead of this race.
And I want to tell you what, give a call out to Morris Mayfield who's starting up there in 10th, taking the restart after likely suffering career-threatening injuries. They don't give a shit.
Not at all. Look at them all going over there. The Butterfield dive playing car is looking good. Now, what is going to happen? Here's how it's going to work. We're gonna do some light mathematics and average out the places for points. So we got the way they finished on the first 25 laps. We're gonna do a weighted average And look at that beautiful car fly. Jim Blossoms leading a lap. That 11 car, our third leader today. We're going to run 35 laps total. We're going to do a weighted average. The final positions of the first 25 laps, the final positions of these 10.
Keep in mind it was originally 40, but due to the rain delay, we had to cut it down to 5 for a little bit.
And the bat delay. We had trouble getting the bats in the car as well. Jim Blossom's got a big old lead.
And of course, next round of the Diddler Cup Racing Series coming up this weekend. We're going to fly over to Europe for the Toto by Africa 99, because there's nothing that 100 laps or more that can ever do for you.
That is true. The Africa by Toto 99, absolutely. Jim Blossom's continuing to lead this race. Joey Rochester, 1.8 seconds behind. So just to go ahead and explain how this is going to work for the points rate, we're going to do a weighted average. We're going to take the way they finished on these 25 first laps, then do the second heat of 10 laps. And that is going to be how the points are settled. However, the two winners of the two sessions are going to do a shootout for who will officially win this race.
Absolutely. This is
So
smart
that person is
thinking.
going to get shot right up to the. So it's going to be Ennio Sparini right now versus Jim Blossoms in a one-on-one shootout.
But you can't take it for granted. Jim Blossoms has just got to drive this out conservatively.
7 laps to go.
He's just got to take care of the car now at this point. Otherwise, he's not going to get a chance to race for the win.
We're going to go ahead and call this issue the Diddler Double Deal.
Absolutely.
I hope y'all enjoyed this track. There's a good chance this won't be coming back next season because it crashes the game. And look at that beautiful car fly.
As a courtesy to all the fans out here, if you use the code word Diddler Double Down for the special Diddler Double Deal at Diddler's Family Restaurant.
That was a mouthful, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
Right now, Jim
Just
Blossom,
like any entree at Diddler's.
Absolutely.
I gotta say right now, Jim Blossom's right now, his car is looking like the KFC I ate the bats car.
Well, he ate the bones and the bats, and he is getting some air. He's getting the air up there. Where is the horse? The horse is in 28th place.
Don't think he got out the gates real quick. Somebody's going to be losing some money there on Jeff Gordon, the horse.
Jeff Gordon, the horse, finished in 6th place in our opening heat. In our opening session, before we had to go with the hail delay, the rain delay, and the bat delay.
But not the Tom delay.
No, not the Tom delay. God damn it. We can see a lot of smoke back through the field.
Oh boy, yeah, they're really pressing right now. They're getting desperate. They're got to hope that Jim Blossoms makes a mistake. Of course, you could trust him not to lift and not to drive around like an idiot.
But if you don't expect too much from him, you might not be let down. And that's the thing. He's not letting down any of those number 11 car fans. That number 11 KFC I ate the bones Ford Pinto car is leading.
This is a KFC double down right here.
Absolutely, with enough cholesterol to clog your arteries right on the spot.
Oh, good God, what's he doing? Oh, good God, he's going sideways. Oh, good God. Oh, Jesus Christ. What are you doing, Jim?
I just came automatically! Oh no! Oh! I just came!
Get the camera off! Get the camera off him! He did! He did! He did!
Oh my God! Oh my God! He lost him! I'm back up! I'm back up! And that's so scandal! Jesus fucking Christ! Oh my God! You son of a bitch! I told you he was gonna! I told you he had to take
I knew he choked on the bones! He choked on the bones, son of a bitch!
That's so out. He broke the bones!
Self! Blood versus self!
And if you think having a laugh bat in your car ain't something to fuck around with, Let me show you Jim Blossoms and his shambling corpse right now.
That's what happens when you have a live bat in your car.
Diddler Cup, we ain't fucking around.
That's gonna be our new
This
slogan.
shit is real.
I tell you what, good forward thinking to just make these rules up on the spot, because it has delivered us one awesome moment and perhaps the first fatality in the Diddler Cup Racing Series. It's gonna get us some national exposure, baby.
It could not have happened to a shittier person.
And Richard Blood and Joey Rochester going neck and neck.
Oh, buddy.
Richard Blood. Maybe that plasma train car is used to handling those blood-sucking bats.
Oh, but he's got a roadblock to deal with.
That is
man.
a roadblock who was
It's
trying
a
to
race
make the
now.
look. He was looking on that low side into the corner. But he is right on the tail of that 41 Ford Pinto, sponsored by Plasma Train. You need blood, we got blood. Why do you care where it came from?
Jim Blossoms is probably going to need a transfusion here real quick. It's just been a new miserable experience for him in this afternoon's second heat.
Sorry, I got that
he's
live
been
read
feeling
wrong.
it.
I got that live read wrong. That is Plasma Train, a subsidiary of Blood Co. Blood Co. We've got blood. Why do you care where it came from?
I'm right. I gotta tell you, Richard Blood's feeling type O negative right now.
No doubt. Well,
Oh
Richard
my
Blood-
goodness! Oh my God! John Paul Henry just stuffed it
no!
in the back.
What just happened?
John Paul Henry just rolled it coming off of one of them humps there.
We're gonna have to see what happened. Is he dropping?
Oh, he's dropping all right. He fell off right off the course. And he's got it back on, but my goodness, what a dumb move, you dummy.
Lap number 9, number 40. We got to see what happened there. But we are going 2 laps to go. Richard
This is it.
Blood.
2 laps to go, buddy.
There we
Richard
go.
Blood,
He's
Joey
just got to
Rochester.
handle that car as good as he can when there are
It's
several
Blood ver-
jumps.
It's gonna be Blood versus Salve in the shootout if this keeps its way.
Now, if Richard Blood and Joey Rochester mess this up over the final 2 laps, we have Ricky Walton in 3rd, Reverend Pastor Chavez in 4th, Harry Gunt is 5th.
And also, we got to point out that something happened to both Burt McKitchen and Otto Bond in that 69 car.
And 5
Gotta
o'clock
find out what
has
happened
struck
there.
Burt McKitchen's car. Excuse me, midnight has struck Burt McKitchen's Cinderella run.
I'm not entirely certain. We're going to have to find out. Maybe they're just in the pits. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what's going on with Burt McKitchen. Yeah, he is absolutely in the pits right now. See what caused that. But here we go. Last lap, final lap of this race.
One more
It
time
is.
around, boy.
White flag is going. It is a 2-car race for the chance to race side by side with Ennio Sparini.
And
It
then he
is
goes-
Richard
Now-
Blood. You just got to handle this. Can he handle it? He sure can. Joey Rochester right on his tail looking to make that pass.
North, south, east, west, everybody's gonna know Richard Blood's name if he could just hold on for a couple more corners.
And he's got Rochester right on it. Look, making it look that pass. Look in that low corner. Is he gonna do it? He's looking, going side by side. They're gonna go side by side to the big jump. Are they gonna do it? And Blood is holding him off. He lands the jump. Rochester looking low. Looking
He's
low.
gotta get it. He's gotta get it right here. If he
This has
can't
got to
get
be
it
it.
here,
This has
ain't
got to
gonna
be the
get
place
nowhere.
to do it. But it is not going to do it. It's going to be Richard Blood. Joey Rochester.
Oh man, what a finish!
That was incredible.
Great finish.
We need to have all these races be 10 laps. Holy shit.
Richard Blood. Richard Blood will meet Ennio Sparini, who, by the way, finished in, looks like 21st.
I was just wondering why the hell they get him running out there. I mean, I know the points are at stake, but I mean that's a pretty good way to risk having to forfeit this race by way of your driver getting killed in the second heat.
And it looks like Fat Darrell retired. Not entirely certain what happened there. So,
I think
folks,
he
what
fell
we got
asleep.
right now, we are going to go ahead and we're going to go ahead and oh, good God, Burt McKitchen! What the hell just happened? He just really just went and humped that car.
Well, I think before we start the shootout, I think we need to
Oh my God!
Ow!
What I
That's a
think
love
needs to
tap right
happen-
there. I think they're gonna have some conversations. Mouth, mouth, mouth. No.
So right now, we're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and jot down the.
Well, first off, you got to go back and see that replay. I want to see that Jim Blossom track one more time.
Absolutely, we can do that. I'm just writing down all the.
That was great. Oh shit!
What I'm doing right now is I'm gonna go ahead and write down all of the finishing positions. So I think what's gonna happen is every single driver is gonna have. We're gonna do a weighted average, but I think we should guarantee the two guys who won the laps first and second, depending on how they finish. Is that a fair assessment?
That's fair.
Okay, so Sparini and Blood will be first and second, but we don't know which and which.
I think that's a fair assessment. I like that.
And the rest of them are just going to be a weighted average based on how they finish. It's going to take me a little bit of time to do that, but we'll figure it out.
Just got to remember, we're working
we'll
on about a third grade math level.
About what?
We're working about a third grade math level
we
here.
are. What were you saying, Beaumont?
We'll get you the points on Sunday. I'll get you a good time to update the wiki up.
Nah, hell, I could do that for you on. I could do that for you before we're done with this stream. I got some fancy computers.
Well, you probably got a TI 85 that spells out.
I ain't go to the University of the Phoenix for nothing.
You went to computer school?
Hey man, didn't they once get beat by Troy in a basketball game by like 100,000 points or something?
I think so. So we're gonna go ahead and find out what do we want to go to. We want to go to lap number 9.
Lap 6.
Fun stuff was happening.
Lap 6. Jim Blossoms. Lap 6. Jim Blossoms. That's all you need to do.
Let's go ahead and find Jim Blossom.
And again, Jim Blossoms.
God bless him. What a shithead.
Jim Blossoms was out to a commanding lead in this second heat, this 10-lap sprint.
Absolutely.
And that it all just went totally pear-shaped.
He broke the bones.
He broke the bones.
I think this is it. Nope, that's not it. It's the next lap, I think.
Now, he better... Now, if some people are wondering, is he going to be able to race this Sunday? He better race because that's part of the charter deal that he signed up with.
Absolutely. There it is. There it is. Look at that beautiful car fly through the air. Oh, good God.
Roll that beer for Bane footage.
Slow motion it. It's like you can freeze point the moment that he starts thinking about his family.
Fucking hell.
Oh my goodness, and that landed.
I think we need to go on board.
Where on the driver's side door?
Do we need to go on board with Jim Blossoms on this? I think we do.
Absolutely, we need to go on board with Jim Blossoms.
You want to see what goes through a man's head before he inevitably dies. Here we go. What the hell happened here?
Hold my fucking beer.
Hold my beer. Oh, good God. Oh, that's a hard leg. Oh, he's off the track right there. Yep, he's off the track. Good gravy.
Like, he clipped the side.
Jesus fucking Christ.
And you can see at that moment, his bowels have just vacated his body.
Fucking hell.
Which would not have happened had he used reshirt adult diapers.
Reshirt adult diapers, the official incontinence treatment of the Diddler Cup Race Series.
He got so much hair. The fact that he ain't even on the
Reshirt, more stuff from your belly.
I think he was trying to get out of the way of Morris Mayfield. He thought he was going to have enough room on his right-hand side, and he just clipped the wall, and that sent him into a death spiral of sorts.
Jesus Christ. Fucking hell.
And amazingly, the bat flies out of the car through one of the ripped-up holes in the sheet metal.
The bat's okay.
I want to see what happened to Jean-Paul Henry as well, because he
lap
dropped
8.
off the race. That was about lap 9. So
lap 8, lap 9 there, but I think it was more lap 8, but either way, you know what to do.
Well, I'm just fast-forwarding until we get to what happened to him.
There he is, racing with
And I think
Autobahn.
he's racing with Burt McKitchen, too, so I think something happened with all three of these cars, maybe. Because all three of them kind of dropped off. They're the three cars I had written down. Maybe he just ran out of... Oh, good God! Oh, good God! There it is!
Yep! There goes that gravy!
He gets into Reverend Pastor Chavez!
Oh, damn.
Oh, gets loose, gets into him. Oh, goes tumbling, tumbling, tumbling.
And you know, when Pastor Chavez was racing them single-seaters, he always had a reputation for getting in a bunch of dumb accidents like this. I think he could have given him a bit more room over there.
Jean-Paul Henry landed on his wheels, going right back into the race. Probably going to give what for.
Look at that. He just drives it. I mean, hell, they put these cars together strong.
Jesus Christ, that car did more goddamn barrel. Show that again! Holy shit!
Let's see.
Tumble like 12, 13, 14, 15 times. Like, shit, that's nothing. It just keeps on going. Holy shit!
Let's go ahead and take a look and see what happened to Burt McKitchen's car. He's off the track. Why was he off the track? Oh, looks like he and Autobahn got into each other. Yep, right there, getting loose. He's off the track. He just
my
good
goodness.
God, let's see Autobahn. Holy shit.
What the hell?
Holy shit, Autobahn's car is doing a fucking spin.
Jesus Christ!
Why did we do this?
That
This
car
was a good
has just
idea.
disintegrated. This was the best idea we ever had.
I don't even know what he hit.
I think he got in front of the Slips Red Hot Pizza car and just lost it there.
Jesus!
He hit the fourth wall! He hit the
certainly
fourth
did.
wall!
I think we need to go on board with Mr. Bond.
And the number 69 car.
Nice.
This is not going to be a nice landing.
Not at all.
Hitting that inside catch fence, my goodness.
Well, there you go. What we're going to do right now, you bear with us, y'all. Bear with us. Because we got to set up a two-car race here. This is going to take a little bit of a second here. So we got Richard Blood.
Southman. Ennio Sparini. Two-car shootout for first and second.
I'm looking for... There we go. And I got to go ahead and add Corso. Because he'll complain if I don't. Where's Corso?
Corso.
You know, I'm amazed that in the midst of all this chaos, Lee Corso has kept a relatively clean nose. I'm just waiting for something to go wrong. We drive
the pace car and we tell him he did a good job.
He just did a good job. He didn't get in anybody's way. That's part of the reason why we turned off the yellow flags, because let's be real, if we had yellow flags on, that means he would have had more chances to just fuck this whole thing up by himself.
All right, we got a 10-lap shootout.
Corso, you did enough damage in South Tucson.
I mean, hell, did you see when he jumped in that fighter jet?
To your cars.
I got behind that train.
All right, I think we're starting the third and the final segment of this one, are we?
I think so. We're going to look at this.
All right, we got a good question for the chat. What happens if Blood and Sparini don't finish? Well, then it's whoever completed the lap first, dumbass.
That's going to how it works.
Whoever got further down the track.
Absolutely. It is going to be...
What
to
the
your
hell
cars.
is going on here? I want to just, like, accelerate really quickly.
Drivers, to your
Can
car.
we get that guy in here to do the pre-race prayer again?
It goes way too quickly. I'm trying to, like, accelerate.
Oh, because you got more cars. You got less cars in the track, so you may have to stall for time here.
Drivers,
Hey, all right,
to your car.
analysis. Blood versus South. Who you got, chat room?
Oh, my goodness. I
To
tell
your
you,
cars.
salve is thicker than blood. Blood is thicker than water. And, of course, if you don't want to water down your engine, you got to go with Beepus, the official fuel of the Diddler Cup Racing Series. Beepus.
Beepus.
Drivers, car.
We'd also like to take this time to thank Parts Unknown Auto Parts, the official sponsor of the Parts Unknown Auto Parts.
Drivers, to your cars.
All right, we are good. We actually made this happen. Pace car is on. It is going to be Ennio Sparini versus Richard Blood.
Now get it back to the right scene there. Yeah, there you go. All right.
Pace car. Once the pace car goes off, we're going to take it to green flag. 10 laps, side-by-side racing.
Shootout, man!
And
it's gonna be
a shootout. The winner of this race.
Gonna come down to two drivers from two very different backgrounds. Sparini from Italy, Richard Blood from North Carolina. Come on and raise up. Take your shirt off, twist it around your hand, spin it around just like a helicopter, baby.
Third time tonight.
And let's go, Diddler. It's a goddamn shootout of a race. It's Richard Blood starting this off. And let's see how they handle the hump. How do they handle the hump?
Less cars to deal with, though. So the hump's going to be easier. You only got one opponent on here.
And Sparini, whoops, we got the pace car there. There we see Sparini tried to get a run on there, but he had the outside lane.
You see there, this got so much rubber down on the track. He can use that outside line to his advantage. He can race up there and keep that momentum.
Now, Latin and Lloyd, how different is it when there's just two cars racing side by side on the track versus a pack of 32 cars trying to wreck each other?
Oh, you've got nobody in your way but the car in front of you and the car behind you. It gets rid of all the other distractions out there. You're just racing one other opponent, and that keeps you sharp and focused. The only thing you got to worry about is wrecking it on the track.
I mean, the bat's there, but the bat's not there.
Oh, no, the bat's still there. In fact, we doubled the stakes and put 3 bats in the car at the same time.
That's like a triple in it, but all right then.
Good God.
We've got 4 bats to deal with, and my God, they are both frisky and fertile.
Look at Richard Blood making that jump. Ennio Sparini making that jump. Both very nice. And you can see, you're looking at how they finished in the opposite segments. They didn't win. Richard Blood finished 15th in that opening segment of 25 laps. Ennio Sparini in the later segment finished in 20th. So they both kind of finished middle of the pack. And we're seeing Richard Blood get a bit of a run
here.
Yeah, we got fans out there all over social media with the hashtag "We want Dick." Gotta have that Dick. Take this Dick.
And it looks like, oh no, Sparini in the lead, made the pass. I think I missed the way he made the pass. He went on the outside. I thought he was pitting. Maybe Sparini.
He got a little high in that
Blood
turn.
did. Sparini leading this lap.
Blood got a little high. I think he's turning pale from all them vampires in there. All the
It was
vampire
neck
bats.
and neck 3 laps in. Let's see how they hit the hump.
You can see them neck marks on that neck and neck.
Side by side on the jump.
Oh my
They both
God!
came together. Good Lord. That was very close. Richard Blood taking that lead once again. He's got that inside line. He's going to ride that inside line as best as he can.
I haven't seen anything this erotic since I took a look in a Dave Marcus's black book.
That is fair enough, but look at Ennio Sparini making those runs on the outside. He's lacking that outside line. He's got a lead into the jump, and he's going to take the lead. He's going to file right in front of that 41 car, and 41 is going to take a nice draft off of the 28.
Oh my goodness!
This
what a good race! This
amazing.
is something.
We are doing this. We're doing this again. We are doing this race again.
I'm not going to lie. I think this track might have to be the new All-Star race.
Holy shit.
Tom,
If it can't work
put
for-
the folks at Gumbo's on the phone. Let's see if we can get this done, folks.
If
we got
this
half a
can't
race
handle,
left to go.
if this can't handle 40 laps, maybe we can have it handle like 10 at a time.
Man, we are so lucky nothing else is scheduled for this night. I mean, the owners are pissed. They want everyone out of here. But guess what? We are not starting. We're not stopping until we get a winner.
You think that's going to stop us that we weren't allowed in the Daytona International Speedway and we had to run for the cops in a cross-country automobile chase?
And the story has not changed. Richard Blood lacks that inside line. Sparini lacks the outside line. Oh, they both just did a nosedive. Blood is off the track. He's still on the track. Blood is still on the track. Holy shit. Oh, God, he's gone. He's gone. He's gone. Blood's off the track.
Oh, my God!
Oh, no. Richard Blood off the track.
was a 50-50 grind, and his race is done. It's over.
Too aggressive.
Can Ennio Sparini make it to the checkered flag?
Yeah,
If he wrecks, he went further, so he's default winner.
Well, we got to see if Richard Blood can get that car back on the track. That is what
true.
determines.
all right, and remember, Sparini has to complete these final laps at a competitive speed because they don't want him just pooting around trying to limp this car back to the finish and avoid the jumps, you big pussy.
I like that we have people in the chat that are correcting on the canon we've established that this man is an Italian.
Oh my
I
goodness.
appreciate that. I do.
Ennio Sparini, what a journey it got here. He was leading when the race was delayed. They called him the first winner, and that set up this improbable shootout duel between him and Richard Blood, and all he's got to do is just get this car home to finish it. 5 more laps.
Lap number 6, we're at the halfway point of this shootout.
All he's got to do is just bring it home, buddy. Can't back it down too much.
Nope, and Richard Blood, we're going to see if Richard Blood is back on the track yet. He is on the track, a lap down.
What a great job from the mechanics in that plasma train team getting his car back out there.
Now the important thing is if Sparini crashes, that's going to open it up to Richard Blood.
Absolutely it will.
It's never over until it's over.
He can't mail it in. He can't mail it in, or else that's not going to look good for him.
No doubt. He got those sponsors to make happy. Those good people at Plasma Train. Got the good people at Wall to Wall Salve.
Either one of them can mail it in.
But they got to make
take
those
your
sponsors
shipping
proud.
shit here.
4 laps to go. I think I saw a race like this a couple weeks ago where the car spent an hour in the garage getting fixed up, and it came back to win the race. So it's not impossible that Richard Blood could win it, but he's got to hope and pray that Ennio Sparini makes a mistake here in these last couple of corners, and he is getting so much air.
He gets a lot of air. He is driving that car very good. I mean, he was driving that car good in that whole first segment before the hail hit.
Hell yeah.
And let's see how he manages this jump 7 laps in.
I'm just at a sheer loss of
big
words.
nose dive, buddy. He managed to hold that. He managed to hold that together.
I'm just at a sheer loss of words as to how incredible this race has been.
It certainly has been something.
I tell you what, boys. I mean, not even the whole crowd showing up buck naked. We could have had this race at a damn nudist colony, and I don't think it would have been much more exciting than the one we got here today.
There's the
Just
big
with a few
jump.
more wrinkles, that's about it.
So I think what's going to have to happen is I don't think this track can be a full-on race. This might have to be a...
yeah, we can do it half and half. We can do it like a heat race.
Yeah, maybe we could do... We'll have to figure it out. I think once we do the All-Star race, we'll see people like that track better. I'll go ahead and let the cat out of the bag. If you saw that motocross track in the opening video, that's the All-Star track. The reason it's the All-Star track is because you can't fit all the cars on there at once. There's actually a limit. So I was going to do it in segments. Yes, the All-Star race is between race number 12 and 13. It is the Gumboo's Pointless Extravaganza.
It is pointless, and it's for money.
That's where you wear the clean jeans for that. You don't
They
shit
ain't going to be
yourself.
clean by the time they over. So we may
2
not use that
laps
one
to
again.
go. Richard Blood is running out of time for him to make a comeback. It's going to come down to Ennio Sparini making a mistake in this final couple
And
of
Richard
laps.
Blood is
here.
on pit road. It is not looking good for that car. That car might be in the garage. It might be Ennio Sparini's race to win, as long as he does not make any big mistake. So I think the way the All-Star race is going to work is every winner from the first 12 races are going to be in, and then we're going to have a series of qualifying heats to fill out the field, and we're going to have some fan voting. And you can't vote for Wu Ba Bala because it won a dang race.
I know he's already in there, but I bet he could vote him in twice if he wanted to.
No, you can't. He ain't going to be in the field. He's already in the field. You're wasting your vote if you vote for Woo Bob Island.
That's
Last
like,
lap.
It's like voting for the strawberry starburst.
Last lap, Ennio Sparini taking that jump one more time. Richard Blood, 2 laps down. Can he land this? He seems like he can. I think there's one more jump that he's got to hit on this track. Yep, Richard Blood in the pits. Still getting some car worked on. Now, you can vote for Jeff Gordon, the horse. You can absolutely. Hey,
yeah.
It wouldn't be the first time we saw an online campaign to vote someone in who may not have been deserving.
Such is the IRM Sports Network.
I was referring to that NASCAR, but hey, you know, that too. And
either one.
Ennio Sparini. Ennio Sparini.
This guy has just been hauling the mail all damn afternoon.
He has won
Wins the
this
first
race.
segment, and he's going to win this head-to-head shootout. All right, bring it home, Ennio Sparini.
Ennio Sparini, your winner.
Where the bippity met the boppity.
And we see that is Richard Blood still being worked on.
He's from South Tuscany.
In the pits.
job, Ennio. You just wanted Daddy to go. Yeah! Oh, goodness hurts. You heard him right. His ass hurts. I don't blame him. I mean, have you seen the way they took these jumps? That's got to be a fractured tailbone right there.
It's not proper.
No, it is not. It is one hell of a race. But we're gonna go ahead and take a look. That is Richard Blood currently on the track. And I think we can go ahead. Do we have him down in the pits? Lightning Lord, do we have him down in the pits?
All right, yes, we got Ennio Sparini getting a bit gingerly out of his car there. Oh my goodness, Ennio Sparini. We're just waiting on him to get down to the pits here, and he's going to join us here just a bit. I'll tell you what a race that he drove. Remember, he was leading at the 25 lap mark. Then the race was put on pause, and we decided to reformat this thingamabob. He already advanced the first stage of the head-to-head shootout, and he takes his place here. And because Richard Blood made a mistake there, he just tried to do a 50-50 nose bone on the side of the track and failed because he couldn't get the skate letters and he couldn't get the secret tape. I tell you what. All right, we got Ennio Sparini down here. Ennio, what a gutsy effort down there. You won the 25-lap first segment, then you held off Richard Blood to take the win. Tell me what was going through your mind when you were leading there at the first lap when they called the red flag. I tell you, we had a lot of problems with the car. Just so many problems with the car all day. All right, I understand you were fighting a tough race car there, really having to wrestle that thing around the corners there. What was it like when they told you that they would be fighting off Richard Blood there for the final 10 laps here for the victory of this race? Well, like you said, we had a lot of problems with the car. We just had to overcome so many problems with the car, but good race for us. Just too many problems with the car. Hopefully, we have less problems with the car next week.
I mean, Ennio, this is a Chip in the booth. I mean, you won. You're talking about problems with the car. It couldn't have been that bad if you won the dang race, man.
Yeah, well, we had to fight too many problems with the car all afternoon. Just so many problems with the car.
Ennio, Belmont Jenkins, what's it like racing with a bat?
We didn't have as many problems with the bat. Just more problems with the car all afternoon.
Well, there you have it. Any more words on how is your ass feeling?
Oh, it hurts like a motherfucker.
Fair enough. Laura, do you think we can get a word with Richard Blood? I'm trying to buy a little bit of time while I get the standings ready, but I mean, we can get Richard Blood, see how it is.
We got a heartbroken Richard Blood here. Richard, it was a gutsy effort to get to the front. You saw Jim Blossoms right in front of you. First of all, how are you feeling, Richard?
Oh yeah, I'm just feeling real sore. It feels like my asshole's about to explode and catch on fire and spontaneous combust. But I'm real proud of the Blood Train team. They did a good job putting this car back together. When I tried to do that deal on the corner there, just lost it coming out of turn 8 of what's it, and just a real shame for all the boys down there at Plasma Train. No, they don't need to know where this blood come from, but we know we need to get to in order to get back in this championship fight. I'm just ashamed of myself that I let that one slip out of my hand. Damn gunning, almost stupid son of a bitch for doing that.
Richard, that's your second race in a row, second week in a row that has you finishing second overall. I mean, I know that's got to be gutting you, but you got to imagine that's going to help you a lot in the point standings. I mean, big picture, that might be a good thing.
Yeah, I feel you. I mean, it's a long championship fight. It's gonna be long. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna have a lot of friction in it. Just a shame. Oh God. Oh my God. I can't read my fucking ass. God damn it.
Well, there you hear it. His ass is really smarting, I think.
It hurts like a son of a bitch. I tell you what.
Well, Lloyd, thank you very much for that. Thank you to Richard Blood. Thank you to Ennio Sparini, our winner.
Yeah, well, I mean, what a gutsy drive under the circumstances here, folks. I tell you what, of all the Diddler Cup races that I've been to in my weeks of calling this series, I've never seen anything quite like this.
No doubt, it's a first for everything, I think, and we're gonna go ahead and get an idea of how we can. We're gonna go ahead and do some mathematicos.
All right, just a bit of a medical update on Jim Blossoms here. Got word from the local hospital that Jim Blossoms has multiple compound fractures to his ankles, his legs. He's got shattered ribs. Got a broken collarbone, so he should be good to go for Sunday's race in Europe.
That's good to hear. We want to hear that everyone's going to be okay, and it's nice to hear that. I gotta tell you, Ennio Sparini, after all that, Ennio Sparini, had we just used the weighted average technique, Ennio Sparini would have finished second overall with his top finishes.
But thank God we didn't do that.
No, that's not
man, I love me a shootout.
Now I will tell you, should we reveal the top 10?
Yeah, right, I believe so.
In as far as they go, our top 10, we obviously see Ennio Sparini in the 28 car as your winner. Richard Blood gets second place. Third place, after finishing third place in the first, he finished third in the first segment and 11th in the second segment. Woo Ba Bali in that 103 car.
Woo Ba Bali!
Jean-Paul Henry in the 40 car, he finished fourth. Stumpy Lane in 9 car, finished fifth. Then Cotton Stuff Body in sixth. The number 33 car is Reverend Pastor Chavez. He finished in 7th. After he 11th place in the first segment and finishing a strong third in the second. Then we have number 21, our pole sitter, B.D. Joseph, sitting in 8th. The number 8 car, Jeff Gordon the horse, finished 9th overall in this race. And the number 10, most glorious and honorable Mr. Naga's most glorious driver, finished
May he jump for 10,000 miles.
So what we're going to do right now, what we are going to do right here, right now, is we're going to go ahead and pop those into a little bit of our...
we're working with Windows 98 here. This is bleeding edge technology.
Make sure I got my lap leaders. Obviously, the other two leaders were Jasper Cutisark. And bear with me on this one. and it's going to be Jim Blossoms, God rest his soul, who ended up
Catch that
finishing
now.
12th. Ended up finishing 12th. Not
And
too
not bad.
bad.
Not bad. I think Sunday he's going to have to use the Lone John Silver's I Ate the Tails car.
I ate the tailbones.
Everybody at the tailbones in this race. Let's be real.
He's eating an 8-pack of that Diddler shrimp.
Has there ever been a better discount food item at the Aldi than the Detlef shrimp?
Detlef shrimp. And sorry, we got to fix that. A little bit of a mistake there in the the rankings. We can look and see what just happened here. Leading the points is Richard Blood in first place after 4 races. He leads Jean-Paul Henry by 22 points. In second, Boo Jessup in third. Woo Ba Bala up to 4th place.
Oh my God, my
In
body!
the points. And Big Daddy Thibodeau in the number 60 car in 5th place in the points. The rest of the top 10, Cotton Stuff Body. Jim Blossoms in 7th. Paul Walker in 8th. Otto Bond in that 69 car drops down to 9th. And Ennio Sparini in 10th. That is your top 10. Morris Mayfield drops out of the top 10. He's down in 11th. And,
I don't think he cares.
I don't think he cares either. But we got ourselves some very interesting developments here. And
Now, interestingly enough, I did once have the Detlef shrimp over at a party down there when I was hanging down there in Texas for one weekend, and it gave me an absolutely horrendous case of the Rick Smiths.
Oh, goodness me. Well, there we have
Dropping
it.
bricks like Spike Lee on Reggie.
Well, this has been one hell of a race. I did not expect
Good
it to
God,
happen
what
this
a
way.
race! Holy shit!
I gotta say, I think we may do what we got. Thank y'all for putting up with the fact that the game did not cooperate. The game
Now
did
what
not
we
like
got
what we're
on?
trying to do
What
with
we
it.
got going on Sunday?
Oh, this Sunday we're gonna be about. I'm thinking we're gonna say about. Let's say around 1 p.m. Eastern. Does that work?
I think that works.
1 p.m. Eastern this Sunday, July. Is that July 1st? Is that July 2nd? I think that's July 2nd.
Second.
July 2nd, 1 p.m. Eastern. It is race number 5 in the schedule. We are going to the city of Europe. Woo! How fancy.
All right. Yeah.
Pink is up and shit for the Africa by Toto 99 because there's nothing that 100 laps or more could ever do. We're going to ABBA the racetrack in the city of Europe. You can go ahead and check us out here. It's going to be a nice super speedway, a little bit of road course racing.
I'll tell you what, it's going to be some pure mudes, I can tell you that.
It certainly is. We're going to go 61 laps of racing on that racetrack and see what can happen. We're going to be there. We hope you're going to be there. Thank you to Latin and Lloyd Shivers. Thank you to Beaumont Jenkins. I'm Chip Chapman. We gone over our time. 60 minutes is next, except on the West Coast, I think, or whatever we're supposed to say at this point. We'll see you in the city of Europe. We got a big flight to catch.
Absolutely.
Until then, this has been a goddamn auto race.